Greetings, my champions, and welcome to Live with Chatufa. We continue to give you updates of issues that are happening in the nation. We are looking at issues when they happen, they need you to be updated in this struggle. Information dissemination is very, very important for people to know exactly what is happening, where are things, and what is the next course of action. This is why we bring you just brief updates of what is happening right on this platform. So to continue to support this platform through your subscriptions, your likes, and also sharing links with other people so that they may come to discover once again that we do have a platform other than the main platform, Chatufa TV Productions. Trying to paint Comrade Geza black backfires on Mnangagwa and the 2030s big time. We are seeing Mnangagwa having tried by all means to paint Comrade Geza, and yet the more he is trying to do that, the more he is losing ground. And this is exciting, especially looking at the fact that Mnangagwa has been successful in most shenanigans that he used to play. Mnangagwa has played many games in his politics, and he looked like he succeeded in everything that he does or that he did in the past, except probably for this time. This time things are looking very, very different because the more that he has tried to cause his little puppies to back around and paint Comrade Geza black, the more Comrade Geza became more and more popular and more support coming from the people of Zimbabwe all over, from the diaspora up to the people that are right inside Zimbabwe itself. Those that are throwing stones at him and calling him names, the police trying to arrest him, Mnangagwa sending gun-trotting, mercenaries to go and shoot Comrade Geza down. This has not materialized at all, because we know how Mnangagwa operates. The modus operandi of Mnangagwa is always dirty, and this time around he has failed many, many times to try and bring Comrade Geza down. The Zimbabwean people still stand with Comrade Geza and are actually awaiting the signal. And the signal, once it comes, we are likely to be seeing a move of the people of Zimbabwe that is unprecedented. We are likely to be seeing quite some revolution taking place as Zimbabwean people are going to be showing already that they are in charge of their destiny. Mnangagwa has done quite too much. He has caused so much suffering in the lives of the Zimbabwean people to the point that where we stand, things are bad. Mnangagwa exposed himself big time when he decided to run after the war veterans immediately after the exposure by the Geza revolution. So Mnangagwa is now running, digging boreholes and building little matchbox houses for the war veterans, giving them cash and stuff like that. A sign that simply shows that he still wants to extend his corruption, which is the complaint that the Geza revolution and the people of Zimbabwe have over the issue of corruption. You'd rather want to extinguish the fire using fire again. This is how Mnangagwa is trying to play his game, but it seems it's not working. It's hitting a brick wall. Many, many people in Zimbabwe still continue to condemn Mnangagwa, no matter the efforts that he is trying to do. We have heard him many, many times declaring through his surrogates that they are actually going to be increasing more and more money. But I don't think that it's money that is going to solve the problem that Zimbabwe faces today. The war veterans are not the majority of the people in Zimbabwe. They are less than probably even a tenth of the people in Zimbabwe. They are even much less than that. And even if he were to appease them, I don't see that ever changing the will of the people of Zimbabwe to see a working country. The economy is not going to improve because Mnangagwa has given war veterans some cash and built or dug holes for their houses. The economy will still remain crumbled. Everything will still remain not working. Schools will still remain the same. Roads, hospitals, electricity, water, and everything will remain the same. So I don't think that even appeasing those few people is really going to be changing anything. He's trying to turn a lot of war veterans against Comrade Geza, but I don't think he's really gaining any ground, because it seems like the panic mode that is within his camp is an indication that Mnangagwa is not winning this war. So we are watching to see what really is going to be happening. But I wish you would stop this, because trying to paint Comrade Geza black is really backfiring on him and his 2030 is big time. He really should be looking forward to just doing what the people of Zimbabwe want. He is the one who said the people of the voice of the people is the voice of God. It's his statement, and the statement is now supposed to be working for him now. He doesn't have to be crying foul. He has to also do the same thing that he called Mugabe to do, because it is his time and it is his season. So this is what it is, and we continue to believe God for the freedom for Zimbabwe. The days for liberty and freedom for Zimbabwe have come. God is in it and God is watching. Freedom for Zimbabwe is coming. You and I, intercessor and change champion, we need to continue standing in the gap and pray, because the last days are critical also to the struggle. What we are facing right now, we are facing the last days, the last kicks of a dying horse. And we have seen people that have been kicked by a dying horse and they were injured big time, or some were even killed. And we need to be very careful and not take things literally and for granted, because at the last portion like this, at the last time, the last minute like this, Mnangagwa can pull a certain act that can shock us, not in the sense that he will win the war, no, but in the sense that he might, destroy lives of other people, or just do some kind of evil, just for the sake of it, as a way of revenging, because he has lost the mandate of the people of Zimbabwe. So our prayers are important as intercessors, as we continue to declare the living word of God over the nation of Zimbabwe. We are waiting for that signal, and we are praying that the signal must come at the very right time. I believe that there is the right time for this, the time that the Lord agrees, the Lord has set, and that is the time. People might think, like what I was saying from the main show, that people might think that it is Comrade Geza who is holding on to the signal, and yet it could be God who is actually saying there are some other things that still need to be done before this move takes place. So let us continue to be, standing up in faith and believing that the right time is coming, and that time is the time of the Lord. And freedom definitely is going to happen. Nobody will stop the train of change. This is our time and this is our season. Rejoice, Zimbabwe. Freedom is coming and God is in it. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Which will meet again once again in the upcoming shows. Shalom.